All right. Um, what is upstream? We are going to be doing the 2023 MLB awards for this upcoming season. I know it, huh? I know it seems kind of early. It's January. It is January. It's still kind of early, but you know, baseball, we want it back so bad. Um, so I guess we'll do it now. Because what the hell is going to happen? And if you are like a Guardians player and you get hurt by putting your pants on, then I mean, you can't lie though. Zach Plesac did do that, but other than that, we shouldn't be worried about injuries right now. So that's not a bad thing. I love John Smoltz. That's so random, but okay, interesting. So we have some awards. Welcome to our 2023 awards show. Yeah, I haven't had him on a stream in a long ass time. It's basically facts. So basically, we have the AL and NL normal, but we have a few added awards. Yeah, and I love doing it. I am an arsonist. I'm also narcissistic. Yeah. Yeah, especially because my mood for football has gone down, especially because of what happened this week. By the way, before we get started, too, I want to say I'm thankful for the doctors that you see for making sure Damar Hamlin is okay and getting him back. You guys are a hell of a medical staff, and yeah, it's amazing. There's a real chance we could see him back on the field next year. Bro, it traumatized me. It's not just that, it's for the people that, who it hit worse. Of course, everybody was about it and shocked by it. But if you didn't watch the game and you didn't see it live, I saw it live. I watched a man literally die on the field live. Because I will tell you guys, if you aren't educated on the situation, yes, he was dead. Yes, when he fell on the ground, he was dead. They brought him back. And I just can't imagine how it's going to be for him if he's ever going to see that clip. If I were him, I would never want to see that clip. Yeah. I love that they gave respect to him because I mean, he was getting CPR done. Nobody wants to see that. And I feel I'm not very fond of the Bills. I'm not. I don't really. I'm not. Uh, but I really am. I have gentle feelings towards the Bills right now. You know, and I don't usually because they're one of the teams that I don't really care for. Um, because of their fan base, and I have my reasons, but um, it sucks, it hurts, and I liked Damar Hamlin. I always thought he was a very underrated player. Um, of course, I thought this year he was really proving himself. He was second on the Bills in tackles this year. He came in for an injured Micah Hyde, and he's performed amazingly. Yeah, and I wanted to say, Micah Hyde, I hope you're doing better. I never want to see players get injured. And I wish you a good recovery, and I know you're recovering well. So I hope to see you back next season. Um, yeah, yeah. All right, here we go. So this is our 2023 MLB Awards show predictions. I know it's January. I don't give a shit. Um, so 2 months from now is goddamn spring training. So eat my dick. Um, yeah. So basically, we have awards here. I'm gonna name them off. We have the MVP award. We have the Rookie of the Year award, the Reliever of the Year award, Cy Young, the Hank Aaron award, which, if I read correctly, is based off. The Hank Aaron award goes to. Let me look it up again. I'm an idiot. God, we already sound like professionals at this. All right, so the Hank Aaron Award is awarded to the best offensive performer in both leagues. So the best offensive player. Manager of the Year, self-explanatory. If you don't know who that is, what that is, you're sped. Um, Roberto Clemente Award is basically like the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award, but it's baseball. The Comeback Player of the Year Award, meaning they had a down season last year. I think they're going to be great this year. Uh, Batting title, the guy with the highest batting average. Lonnie fucking Chisenhall. See, now you're just naming players from the early 2010s. BJ Upton. Goddamn, let me think. Yo, David Freese, he hit that damn home run in the World Series. Um, it's Drupal Cabrera. Um, shit. My brain is. Oh, Denard Span. Lorenzo Kane. Eric Hosmer. Let me think of like some deep cut that I swear the average baseball fan doesn't know. Trying to think of some deep cut player from the 2010s. Who? Who? Oh my god. Billy Butler. Coco Crisp. Uh, Michael Bourne. Alright, enough. We're getting carried away. So then we got closer of the year, and we got the very special asshole of the year. He came up with it. So there will be a part 2 to this, guys, and that will probably be either tomorrow night or another night, but it will be the Silver Slugger Awards, the Gold Glove Awards, and we're just doing the simple awards tonight. Yeah, so I don't know if you want to do MVP last. Do you want to move from asshole to MVP or MVP to asshole? I think what we'll do is we'll go from asshole to MVP because we'll go from least important to important. So, the asshole of the year for the NAL. The asshole of the year for the AL. You know what? I don't know why I'm thinking about him. Tim fucking Anderson. I'm no Josh Donaldson. My prediction for asshole of the year is Josh Donaldson. That's my AL. Um, it's a good question. You know, part of me, I'm not going to be biased because you know who I really think it is. It's Jeff McNeil, in my opinion, but I'll be unbiased. Um, I think for NL, asshole of the year. I can't say Bryce Harper anymore, even though Bryce Harper is literally a 6-time asshole of the year award winner. You know what? I think because the Phillies went to the World Series, now hear me out, that Bryce Harper kind of gained his ego back. Watch it take control. Because we know Bryce Harper still has it in him. I might have to go Bryce. I feel like he'll get ejected. I feel like he'll get ejected like 3 or 4 times. I don't know. I like Bryce Harper. I'm saying this because I know Bryce Harper so well to know that when his team performs well in the playoffs or whatever the hell, he gets a big ego. You got to really think hard for this. Thanks, Austin. This is like a Shots in the Dark award. Yeah, I would be pissed off too if I played for the Oakland A's. You think it's gonna be Nick Castellanos? Oh, a pitcher. We watched the Phillies come back down to earth in the World Series. All right. So I think the next least important, because closer of the year is actually important. Um, I'm not saying this isn't important, people. Okay, we're gonna do the Roberto Clemente Award next. I'm not saying this isn't important, people. This just has no relation to goddamn baseball. This is these people as a person. Um, so for this, I'm going to have to look up MLB donations or something because I actually do not pay fucking a lick of attention to what players donate. So, yeah, you can go ahead and start. See, there's Albert Pujols. He gave back $1 million to the cause of helping Haiti through their tragic endeavors. There's a thing about that. Albert Pujols is no longer playing. Drew Pomeranz. Okay. So I have my AL pick. From what I'm seeing on the internet, um, for my AL pick, I have Alex Bregman. Love him or hate him, it looks like this man donates a lot. Yes, he's an Astro. Yes, I get it. Y'all gonna attack me. Look. Alright. Um, okay. And then the NL. I think I'm gonna give the award. This is an interesting pick. I think because his popularity was raised because he just won MVP. Um, I feel like Paul Goldschmidt might donate a lot this year. That's just a shot in the dark, though. I'm just predicting that. So I'll go for the NL Paul Goldschmidt. So I think Paul Goldschmidt will win the NL Roberto Clemente Award, and Alex Bregman will win the AL Clemente Award. I know there's only one Clemente Award, but it would be between those two. So, all right. Next up, because this one it obviously has nothing to do with being a starter. This is the third least important on here. We'll go with Bench Bat of the Year. It's an award we created. It's not a real award. Um, yeah. So this one is an interesting choice because there's a lot of not great bench bats. There's a reason you're on the damn bench. Um, that being said, there's a lot of players to choose from. You're picking from 15 different teams. Um, so, I'm looking through the teams currently on MLB The Show just to help me. Um, the Yankees, they have good contention for it. Um, the Rays, they have. I mean, wait, question. Is Vidal Brujan a bench bat? Or is he starting for the Rays right now? Because that's a good candidate. I mean, you got Mejia. The Blue Jays. Biggio was benched for a while. Otto Lopez, that is a good candidate. He's got a very bright future. So right now I'm down to Otto Lopez. Like, I'm just saying. Otto Lopez, I'm going to look up if Vidal Brujan is because he has a bright future. Jays lineup 2023. You watched Vidal Brujan is probably in it. No, Brujan is not in the lineup. So he's a candidate. I know Otto Lopez is not in the Blue Jays lineup. So right now I'm down to Brujan. You got Jake Berger. Or wait, isn't he starting? He's starting, right? Right now, Brujan is my choice still. Look at the Cleveland Guardians. You got Valera. But this is his rookie year coming up. And then Bo Naylor. Alright, so Vidal, Brujan, Bo Naylor's a choice. Because he's not going to be the starting catcher. Hedges will, probably. Then again, catchers is hard to choose because they switch out all the time. Oh, it says on here he is. Oh, then I know you're going to be a bench. So I'm Brujan, Bo Naylor, Otto Lopez. Alright, this is actually a tough award. Right now, I'm going to give it to Brujan. Because I think Brujan's in for a good season. You sure he's going to be a bench bat next year? Because he was good last year. So he got hurt. I'm going to agree with you on the Carpenter thing. Okay. Okay, Brujan. I have Brujan winning the AL. Okay. NL. I might stay home with the NL. And I think it'd be down to Eddie Rosario and yeah, believe it or not, Eddie Rosario is a goddamn bench bat for us this upcoming year. Um, so I think we'd be down to Eddie Rosario and Matt Carpenter. And I think Eddie Rosario has the potential to be that great bench bat. But then you got to look at Orlando Arcia. But I'm going to stick with Eddie Rosario in the NL. And then Vidal Brujan, I think, will have a breakout season. I might look like the biggest idiot on the planet saying that sentence, but like imagine Brujan just comes out and hits like 150 or something, and I just look like an idiot. You going with Lopez? Whit Merrifield. It's crazy to think about he'll be a bench bat. All right, we will move on to the next most important one. Um, do we think manager of the year is the next? Because that's not even a player; that's a manager. All right, we'll do manager of the year. Um, okay, you know how I said I was big on the Rangers this year? I think I'm going to go with yeah. We're gonna go with Bruce Bochy as the AL Manager of the Year. Now, NL is tough. NL is tough because you have Brian Snitker. As much as I hate his guts, you have. I don't hate Brian Snitker. If you let me complete what I was saying, as much as I hate his guts, you obviously have Buck Showalter. Um, you have Joe Girardi. You have Dave Roberts. You have, I mean, he's not? Who the hell is then? Rob Thompson. Oh, God, yeah, they're done. Anyways, yeah, he's alright. Oh, you're right. He did get fired. I forgot about that. Um, okay. The only way I see Brian Snitker winning Manager of the Year is if the Braves have the best record in the National League. Because, I mean, people have high expectations on the Braves. So it's kind of hard for Snitker to win it. Um, Showalter, he already did it. Um, you think that, you got to remember, right? The Dodgers are still really good. 90? Oh, okay. NL. God damn. I have to agree with you. I just think I don't know if I agree with the division thing, but I can agree that I think the Padres will be nasty next year. I think I'd have to agree with Bob Melvin. Huh? Alright. Next award. Next award. I think we're going to go ahead and go with the batting title award. So this goes to the player who has the best average, because he gets the most hits. Batting title. So for me, for the AL, I think I'm going to stick with last year's batting title champion, Luis Ariz. He's going to say Quan, isn't he? I can see that. I think he's going to be up there. I just think Ariz is such a good hitter. All right. The NL batting title is very interesting because there's a lot of good hitters in the NL. But you know what? No bias, and this is a very interesting pick. You might think I'm crazy. Have you ever seen Matt Olson's average when he is remember, there's no shift next year. The shift is going away. How many times have you seen Matt Olson hit a ball and it went into the shift? Most of the time, if there's no shift, Matt Olson's getting hits. Might think I'm crazy, but wait until next season when it actually happens and he's getting hits. I might go Matt Olson. That's one of my choices. I'm not saying I'm confirming it yet. I'm trying to think. But that's just one suggestion. Um, then you have, of course, Paul Goldschmidt. I think he's getting older. I don't know if he can repeat what he did last year. I think he'll have a good year, but I don't know if he can repeat it. Um, Obviously, you have Jeff fucking McNeil. As much as I hate his ass. You know what? I'll be unbiased. I'll give it to Jeff McNeil. But watch out for Matt Olson because I think Matt Olson could be. I mean, Michael Harris too, I think. I'll give it to Jeff McNeil. I hate to do it, but he hits for average. Huh. See, the thing is, they've been waiting for Alec Bohm to break out. Like, seriously break out. 2021 was not a good season for Alec Bohm. So people were trying to, and this is me being unbiased. Yes, I'm supporting a Phillies player, guys. You know that's insane, isn't it? Coming from a Braves fan, God, I hate them. I hate the Phillies, but I'll be supportive when it needs to happen. 2021, Alec Bohm people forgot about him because it's like, I say towards September, people forgot about him. They're like, he's a bust. He's trash. He's not what they expected. He was a 1 year wonder. He was a 60 game wonder. Comes back in 2022, balls out. He's gonna be a good player. Now, what he'll do in 2023 is in question. Is he going to be one of those players that's inconsistent, balls out 1 year, slumps the next year, balls out the next year, slumps the next year? We've had players like that in baseball. Bellinger, for example, before he started doing weed. So, yeah. Bellinger was one of those players for a little while. All right. Next award. We're going to do Comeback Player of the Year award. So this goes to the player that comes back the best after having a down season or injury, came back, balled out, whatever. So, Comeback Player of the Year award, I already have my NL pick. That one's easy. My AL pick, that one's interesting. Huh? I'll get to that. I'm doing AL first. I already know my NL pick is so goddamn easy. And I'll explain to you why. I've already told you multiple times. Don't spoil it for the stream though. Um, my AL pick for Comeback Player of the Year. This is easy too. I don't know why I had to think about it. It just popped back in my brain. We were just talking about this. For the Texas Rangers, Marcus Semien. Pretty easy pick. I feel like maybe Austin will agree with me on this. Okay. The NL Comeback Player of the Year award. I have my favorite player of all time. My favorite player. My favorite player of all time. Easily. We have Acuna Matata, Mr. Ronald Acuna Jr. Um, Here's why. I know people are going to say, well, you said they had a down year, and that's what Comeback Player of the Year meant, and then it came. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Is Acuna the type of player? You answered me this question, Austin. Now, his average was good. His average was what it should be. Above, I think it was above 280. Okay, that's good average. Do you think Acuna strikes you as the player that only hits 8 home runs? No. His power was not there last year, except for every now and then he'd hit like a 450-foot shot. Um, I think this year that power comes back. I think he'll go back to that player he was before he got injured, the National League home run leader. Oh, that just reminded me. That's another award we should put on here. We're gonna go home run award. Yeah, home run. The Bonds Home Run Award. We just made up a new award. The Barry Bonds Home Run Award. Anyways, here's why I say Acuna will be comeback player of the year. He is a superstar. Everybody knows him as the face of the Braves. That's what he is. That's what he was last year. Um, his power was not Acuna like, and it's pretty obvious. I think this year that power comes back. If you've seen what he's been doing in the Venezuelan winter leagues, he's been mashing the ball, and that's like normal MLB speeds pitching wise, and in the length of an MLB field. Um, he's been mashing the ball, so I think I think him as a player, he's gonna be back. He's gonna be back. He feels fully healthy. So yeah, I have Ronald Acuna Jr. winning NL Comeback Player of the Year. Bryce Harper had a really good season though. Oh yeah. You good? You cut out. You cut out. You good? Oh, okay. Oh, that one's a good pick too. Do you actually believe in that fucker? Yeah, they overpaid the hell out of him, but we'll see this season. All right. So that is our winner for the yeah. So next up, I think we're to go ahead. I think we're going to go ahead. What do you say we do the one I just made up, the Barry Bonds Home Run Award winner for the AL and NL. So this is the player who hits the most home runs. You said what? I have spoken. Okay. Not in baseball. Not in baseball. You gotta have a good lineup, or you're just done. Look at the Brewers. They have great pitching, but a horrible lineup last year. Where the hell did the Brewers go? They didn't even make the playoffs. So. Okay, and we got Sean Murphy, who's a good catcher. I'm sick of people saying. Anyways, yes, I'm going to miss Contreras. I love Contreras, but I mean, what can you do? All right. All right, so I do when I talk, I do AL and NL. So you can go ahead and do AL and NL. You still gotta do NL. Who's your NL? Yeah, there is. Yeah. Can I ask why the hell MLB The Show has Danny Jansen as the best player on the Blue Jays? Can I ask that? Like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, I know that. All right. So for me, my AL Barry Bonds home run award winner is going to be Yordan Alvarez. Um, he's just a beast. Yordan Alvarez. That's simple as that. Um, if you had to at least had him in your top three, Austin. Um, for me, the NL Barry Bonds home run. You know, they would actually have that as a normal award. Don't you think that this award would exist if the MLB didn't hate Barry Bonds so much? This would be an actual award. Um, very interesting. There's a lot of different players to choose from. I can't say Tatis because he's going to miss half the year. Um, I don't want to say Acuna because I think Acuna is going to hit in the late 30s, early 40s range. I feel like there's going to be a player that's going to hit more than that. Um, like 40, like mid 40s in the NL. Um, I don't think Bryce Harper is going to hit, but he really strikes me as like the leader. But I don't want to say Acuna. You know what? It's just Bryce Harper is so tough to call. Shit. You know what? Here's a shot in the dark. Guys, I'm not being fucking biased. When I say this, I literally am not that confident that Bryce Harper is going to lead the NL in that. I think I'm going to stick with the Braves, yes, but it's not going to be Acuna. Very underrated pick, and I feel like everybody's counting him out. Austin Riley. He has the ability. I think Austin Riley could hit near 40 this year. I know. I know I might sound like the most biased person on earth right now, but I've only put Austin Riley on here because I know what he's capable of. I watch him every night. He has power. He has. It's not. I probably would consider him if he wasn't a Brave. So I think top three leaders, and Braves hit a lot of home runs. The Braves hit a lot of home runs. So you're going to have Braves players in the National League home run leader list. It's just going to happen. Braves hit homers. Um, Austin Riley, I think, will have the most homers this season in the NL. Now, you can't say I'm crazy for that. He has the ability to do it. He has power. So I think his average will take a dip, but his power will be insane. I think that's just how it's. All right, next award, we're gonna go ahead and do reliever of the year. We haven't got to closer yet. There's a possibility these they could share both though. There's a possibility. So I think AL reliever of the year. I'm gonna do it first. Is Emmanuel Clase. He's technically a reliever. I said you can win reliever of the year and win closer of the year. So yeah, because closers are relief pitchers too. Um, yeah, the NL. Okay, there's a lot you can choose from. You got AJ Minter, Rafael Iglesias, Edwin Diaz. Um, you have Ryan Helsley, um, Josh Hader. There's a lot to choose from. Um, I think this will be a year. I think Brian Helsley for the St. Louis Cardinals will win NL reliever of the year. I think I think I think last year was Diaz's year. I think this year we start talking about Ryan Helsley. Now, hear me out. There could be a toss up when we get to closer of the year. I may give Diaz that. I may not. Because you know the MLB sometimes can compensate. Okay. All right. So next up, we're just going to do closer of the year. For me, Emmanuel Clase is going to win AL closer of the year. I have winning reliever and closer, so he's going to get two trophies on his shelf. Um, yes, closer of the year for the NL. I'm going to compensate because these are going to. I hate the Mets, but you know what? When you're doing an award show, you have to be unbiased. So I'm going to compensate. Shut up! Let me talk. I'm going to compensate Ryan Helsley and Edwin Diaz. I'll give Edwin Diaz closer of the year. It is, and I hate it. I don't hate the song. I just hate how it's used. All right. Next up, we got the Hank Aaron Award winner. This goes to the best offensive player overall. Um, so homers, hits, RBIs, average, just the best offensive player. Notice how we have not had Aaron Judge on this list yet. I feel like we're going to get a lot of flag for that. See, yeah, but when you're talking about these, the Hank Aaron Award winner. Now, once we do a part two, which will be our Silver Slugger, Gold Glove, then that's where you'll see Aaron Judge, people. Um, um, so Hank Aaron Award winner for the AL. This is basically the best overall hitter. Um, I'm not going to say Jordan. Um, who? I like hearing that. I like hearing that. Go on, say what you need to say. Me Braves heart senses are tingling. Do your work, boy. Tell them. Do you think that was? Do you think us picking up Nick Anderson was one of the most underrated signings of free agency? I feel like people are shading us for the off season we're having, but at the end of the day, they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, Alex Anthopoulos was really doing his work again." You know what? I always say this when I come to defense. How much more do we need? That's always what I say. How much more do we really need? Because we have the young core we want to go with. We're not going to go out and get players to replace Acuna, replace Michael Harris, replace Austin Riley, all our lineup. Why do we need to? Which I honestly think the Mets are not going to want to fuck with it. I honestly think the Mets are going to drop out of Correa at some point. I know they got money and all this shit, but nobody wants to deal with that. Yeah. All right. So Hank Aaron Award winner for the AL. There's a man we have not talked about a lot, and it's very interesting for the best overall hitter. It's very interesting. He's literally a top 10 baseball player of all time. Mike Trout. Yeah, Mike Trout's going to win the Hank Aaron Award for best overall hitter. Award, yeah. For the National League, the Hank Aaron Award for the best overall hitter. You know who I think it's going to go to? God, I hate doing it. I hate doing it because I sound so biased. I hate it. I think Ronald Acuna Jr. And it fits that he wins the Hank Aaron Award because let me explain. I think Ronald Acuna Jr. will hit above 300. I said he would be second in home runs in the National League. Um, he's going to have the slugging percentage. He's going to have the OPS. He's going to have the stolen bases. I got him, and this is kind of giving you a hint of where I'm going to go with for the most important award. So, oh my God. I was thinking about him. But I was like, Mike Trout is Mike Trout. You may hear Acuna's. He's good. He's good as hell. Okay. So, oh, you didn't. My bad. Okay. Oh, God damn it! You don't want to know what I just did. I just wrote a batter in Cy Young. Oh my God. On accident. No, I have pen. Facts. All right. Now we have an interesting one, a very controversial one. We're down to the last three, and they're the three biggest. Um, so, I say what we have left is Rookie of the Year. We're doing that first. Then Cy Young. and MVP. So Rookie of the Year for the AL, I have from the Baltimore Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. I looked through all the rookie eligibilities for next year. Second, I think, will be Bo Naylor. Out of all the rookies in the American League, it's pretty goddamn weak. Um, Volpe is good, but he's on the Yankees. He's going to have to fight for a starting spot. But we know Gunnar Henderson is going to be in that lineup, and we know Bo Naylor is going to get a chance. So, yeah, Gunnar Henderson is my AL Rookie of the Year for 2023. I think Bo Naylor will place second, though. So, in the National League, for my National League Rookie of the Year, I'm very confident in him. I've been saying this from the beginning, since I'll get to that. Their NL Rookie of the Year candidates: Francisco Alvarez, you have Vaughn Grissom, you have a lot of good players. NL is where it's at with rookies. But overall, I've been very supportive of him. And I've said this since every delusional Mets fan has came after me. Oh, you guys lost Dansby. Oh my god. Oh, we're gonna suck our asses because we're Mets fans and we think we're the shit. There is a certain light-skinned dude from Orlando. Yeah. That is going to be taken over at shortstop. Mr. Vaughn Grissom. I think he wins NL Rookie of the Year, which will mark the second year in a row Brave has won the Rookie of the Year award, because we had Spencer Strider last year, when it could have been Michael Harris. I don't know. That was a mix of both. Both of them deserved it. But I guess Strider, because he did have 200 strikeouts, which is insane. So, yeah. All right, go ahead. See, Oswald, he's eligible, because I saw Anthony Volpe when I was looking at the candidates. Yeah, it was like August. I still think Gunnar Henderson could win. But, oh yeah, he is a beast. Grissom. But the thing about Grissom is, you want to know this. Mets fans act like they know what they're talking about. Yes, Grissom got called up in July. Yes. What I'm saying is, he hit 291, Grissom did, with above 800 OPS. He hit the ball. You only hate because he's on the Braves. That's it. If Vaughn Grissom was on the Mets, y'all'd be sucking his cock. All right. Next up, we have Cy Young, which is a very tough award. It's so hard to predict. I think last year I had Shane McClanahan up there. I was right about that because he was in the race. Um, you could say Garrett Cole. I'm not a big believer in Garrett Cole though. You could say McClanahan. You could say Alek Manoah. You could say Gosman. Uh, you could say Bieber. There's a lot to choose from in the. But I think I'm going to leave it down to this man has not won an award yet. He's a beast of a pitcher, but he also hits the ball. I still think he gets the Cy Young. He's nasty. He's getting even nastier. We're going to go Shohei Ohtani. He's going to suck Bieber's dick. Prepare for the cock sucking. I'm just playing, Austin. Bieber's good. No, I love Mackenzie. I love Tristan McKenzie. Yeah, but do you think he's going to be better than Shane Bieber, though? I love Tristan McKenzie. I just don't think he's there yet. I think next year we could be talking about that. Wasn't that when Judge was in a slump, though? Because there was a little time where. Has Judge ever showed up in the damn playoffs? I mean, yeah, that's impressive. I like Tristan McKenzie. I'm just saying, like, are we really going to say that quick? True. All right. NL Cy Young. This is very tough. You have Max Fried, Spencer Strider, Sandy Alcantara, Jacob DeGrom, Max Scherzer. How about Zach Wheeler? Um, I never said DeGrom. Corbin Burns, Brandon Woodruff. Um, how about you throw in a little bit of I don't know, Jack Flaherty, Zach Gallen, um, Clayton Kershaw, even though he's not Clayton Kershaw anymore. Um, Tyler Anderson. Oh wait, no, not Tyler Anderson. He was on the Dodgers last year. I'm tripping. Uh, yeah, it's not possible this year. Um, so many to choose from. I just want to see that. I don't even care. I just want to see that motherfucker back on the field, bro. Last year there was rumors that he was going to come back, never did. Yeah, think about this. So let's say a 4 game series, right? And we start our ace for the first game and it goes through the first 4 starters. Teams will have to try and hit Max Fried, Spencer Strider, Mike Soroka. Um, have have fun. Kyle Wright, have fun. I want to say this. Have fun. Have fun, teams. Have fun, NL East. You want to talk about the Mets rotation? We have a better rotation than the Mets, and I don't care what you say because Verlander's just getting older. Max Scherzer's just getting older. They lost Chris Bassett. They lost DeGrom, who's, when healthy, the best pitcher in baseball. They lost a lot more than they actually gained. It's just, it was overlooked because they got Verlander. They would have been better off getting Rodon. It was really overlooked because they had got Verlander, but the Mets really lost a lot pitching. I think, yeah, we might have the best rotation. If Mike Soroka comes back and he balls out, I think we have the best rotation in the National League. As long as Mike Soroka plays well. All right, my NL Cy Young. Um, there's so many I could choose from. Alcantara, he's nasty. I don't think it's going to be Verlander. Like I said, I think Verlander's going to take a little step back, especially being on a different team. Um, Max Scherzer, what I saw in the playoffs, it seems like he's not looking the same. Because at some point, your age has to start hitting you. At some point. Um, Not saying they're going to be bad Mets fans. I'm saying that I don't think they're going to win Cy Young. Spencer Strider, you could argue because he had 200 strikeouts, he could be in the running for it. He almost won it last year, but they were like, "Oh, he's a rookie. We're going to give him just Rookie of the Year." Um, you have Max Fried. You even have Soroka. You have um, Gallen for the Diamondbacks, who could be. You always have those random pitchers that come out of nowhere. Um, so yeah, um, but I'm really confident. I'm really confident in how good Strider is. I've been thinking about it since we started talking about the Cy Young race. Um, God damn, we're gonna be fucking amazing next year. Like we're gonna take that division. We're going to. And we didn't even have to. We didn't need free agent signings to do it. Um, because we have a very great young core that is just going to get better. Yeah, and we'll find a way to get this part two, which will be Silver Sluggers, Gold Gloves, because that really takes some like, yeah, because that's going to take an actual like looking at all the positions, you know. All right, we have in part. Oh yeah, you didn't say. You said Soroka. Oh, okay. I literally named like multiple of them. Oh, I forgot about Carlos Rodon in the AL, but I think it's still going to go to Shohei. Julio Urethra. That's what I call him. It's an interesting pick. All right. Yeah. All right. Now we have the biggest award of them all. This is the most valuable player. Um, I have an idea of who he's going to go with. I don't know who he's going to go with for NL, but that's yet to be seen. I think he has an idea of who I'll go with NL, but not AL. Yeah. All right. You go ahead for MVP because I started Cy Young. Yeah, I have them winning the Hank Aaron award. You should have had him in Comeback Player of the Year then. Yeah, because you can say somebody's going to win MVP and Comeback Player of the Year. That's not like yeah. Okay. Yeah, a lot of stars. Okay. Yeah, believe it or not, he's still in Machado. He's still in Tatis's shadow. For number two, interesting. I would suck his dick. I'm not gay, but for him and Ozzy, I'm popping my butt out. Michael Harris too. Anyways, no homo, bro. Nah. All right. Top. All right, number three for AL. for AL, I am going to give Aaron Judge his props. He's going to have a good season. He's going to be in that conversation. It's just how it is. He's on the goddamn Yankees. He's going to hit like 280, 290. He's going to hit like 30 homers, have 110 RBIs. He's going to have a good season, just not the same season. So that's why he doesn't win MVP. Next up, I'm between Jose Ramirez and Shohei Ohtani. I think I'm going to give it to... Goddamn. You know what? Oh my god. No, replace Judge with Ohtani. Number 3, we're going Ohtani. Number 2, we're going to go ahead and go with Jose Ramirez. Number 1, I think I'm going to go with... This might be crazy. Also, you know what my dark horse... I'm going to give you a dark horse MVP pick. That's not in my top 3. That's Julio Rodriguez. And Yordan Alvarez. Those are my 2 out. Number 1, I'm going to give it... But number 1, you know how you told me earlier the Angels are in for a big year? I'm going to go with the man that won the Hank Aaron Award for me. I'm going to give it to Mike Trout. It'll all depend on how good the Angels do, though. So, Angels, I'm going to believe in you, and I'm going to give Trout the MVP. If you fuck me over, never. I'm never believing in you again, Angels. Never. Dodgers. All right. My NL MVP race. My dark horses are Michael Harris, and we're going to throw in... we'll throw in Machado. All right. Number 3, I have Austin Riley. As I said with the home run leaders, I think he's going to win the Bonds. If that was our own award, it's not a real thing. I think he'll hit the most National League home runs. That will put him top 3. That if you hit the most home runs, you will easily be top 5. And that's why I said with the AL with Yordan, he's easily going to be top 5. Then you got to bring other things into it. Austin Riley can get on base. He gets hits. He plays well. He plays good defense. It's another thing. We forget about that. MVP, It's all around. You got to be all around great player. So yeah, Austin Riley's a good fielder. He's going to be a great hitter. He's in for a big year. Number two, number two, I'm going to go ahead and go with. This is an interesting one. Number two, Bryce Harper. Um, I think he'll win Asshole of the Year and second in MVP. I mean, Bryce Harper is really cementing himself as one of the greatest to ever do it at his position. He could retire right now and be in the Hall of Fame easily. So he's already he has won a pennant. I think he needs a ring. Obviously, I'm completely rooting against that. I'm sorry, Bryce, but I hope you don't get a ring unless you go somewhere else. Um, and number one, I think he's going to hit over 300. I think he's going to be second in the NL in home runs. I think he's going to lead the National League in stolen bases. He has a great arm. He can throw you out from anywhere. Um, he's a great fielder. He feels better. His power's back. I'm going to give it to Ronald Acuna Jr. I'm a believer in my guy. Um, let's bring it home, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, that is part one of the awards show. If you guys have any recommendations on awards we should do, like added awards, like how we thought of the Barry Bonds home run leader, the Asshole Award, the Bench Bat of the Year, um, give us any new awards. We might include them in our part two. But part two is going to be mainly focused on Gold Glove, Silver Slugger. Um, Silver Slugger is just the best hitter at each position. And then, of course, Gold Glove is the best fielder at each position. So, I, I agree. I agree. And I think Georgia's going to win that game, and it's not going to be close. Did I just hear you say the sentence? TCU should not be in the national championship, then proceed to say, I think TCU is going to win. Austin, all right, I'm rooting for TCU because of one reason. Austin, I've been on the phone with you before. Whenever a TCU game is on, I've texted you it before. What do I say about TCU that I love? I like Max Duggan. It's something that doesn't have to do with the football team. All right, he doesn't. He really doesn't know. I've literally texted him about this. All right, so I texted you when I was watching the Big 12 championship. Every TCU game I've watched, I always point this out. I was on the phone with you when we were watching TCU in Texas, or at least I was, and I said, God damn, those cheerleaders, bro. The blondes, The blondes, I will fuck the shit out of them. Go horny frogs. Bruh, especially bruh, you know my blonde babies. I will fuck the shit out of TCU's blonde cheerleaders. Alright, man. Alright, stream. What a way to end it off. Alright, I got one last thing to say before this stream ends. Blondes are the best, and I love you guys. Peace out.